What's going on, everybody? It's ZBC 2001 bringing you a little 2v2 gameplay action. I'm using an LMG in this one, which is kind of rare for me because I'm not really big on the LMGs, but I actually really like the first LMG they give you because it can, well, it's a pretty beast fire. He snuck up behind me. That was pretty good on him. Well, in the recent couple days, what we've had been going on is E3. E3 is the biggest technology convention around. This is where everybody unleashes everything. So if you want to know about what's coming out and what's going to be great, what's the latest, greatest, what's going to be, the future auto-flushing, butt-wiping, toilet, you go to E3. See, that's also where video game people, the video game designers also go to unleash their best and greatest everything. I mean, we got the dawn of the Wii U, which actually looks cool. It looks like the Dreamcast and the Wii mated, and during the mating sequence, they injected like rabies and steroids in it, and you get this controller and the Wii. And this controller looks pretty badass. Okay, I know a lot of people thought the Wii's press conference was kind of weak, but I actually enjoyed it. They had some good quality stuff, and I can't complain about that because that's all you can ever ask from these guys. You put out good quality games and good quality titles, which, they had some decent titles that they were going to put out, and there's a couple that I really can't wait for, like Zombie U looks awesome. Okay, that is going to be pretty fantastic. It looks like something I could spend hours playing. Now, my thought was with this, man, how would I even record all this? I guess my thought would be to I would need a webcam, obviously. So I hook the Wii up, it gets recording, and then I have a webcam doing, showing everything that I'm doing, which is going to be pretty awesome, to actually do this when it comes out. And I can't wait to do it. So, I mean, that's one of those things I'm going to be looking forward to. What else? There was a couple other really good games. It's like, Microsoft, I don't remember a damn thing about Microsoft, except for the fact that they showed, Microsoft's presentation was so lackluster and stupid that I didn't care. I really didn't care. I was actually very disappointed in Microsoft. With all that backing and all that, they should have had a much better show than they had. And they let me down. So, you know what? 2 axes down for Microsoft because they were horrible. Now, back to the Wii. Back to Nintendo. Nintendo put on a good show. Now, it's not quite like whenever they released the previews for Skyward Sword. They didn't make everybody cry, but, Nintendo is the only company that I know that can bring their fans to tears. How hardcore of a company do you have to be to bring your fans to tears? That's what I'm talking about. And they released some interesting titles that's coming out for it. Now, on to Sony. Sony's press conference was fantastic, okay? And I say this kind of begrudgingly because I'm a Sony fan, but not a big Sony fan. I have lots of love for what they're attempting to do with this book thingy that they got going. It's a nifty idea, okay? It really is. It is a really cool idea. But I don't know how well it's going to work. It's like they're going the way of the Wii and they're trying to get it more family attention, which is cool because, hey, look, games aren't for hardcore gamers anymore. It's for the family nowadays. There are more families who own Wiis and PlayStation 3s and Xbox 360s than there are single gamers now, because it has moved on to that point in the history where that's what it is. I mean, that plain and simple, that's what gaming has come to. It has come to the fact that as much as Jim is going to play, Grandma Mosby and Grandpa Frederick are going to be sitting down playing it also, because it's just the way everything's going right now. So I think that's a good move on their part, but I bet you all the fans are like, what did you say? And which is fine. You know, the game they displayed was the Harry Potter game, which is pretty cool. I'll give them that. It was pretty neat trying to sit there and figure out how to do Insidious, and I guess eventually you're going to learn how to do Expecto Patrones. Trust me, I've read all the books, so you know I am that nerdy. But that's besides the point. So I think they did a good job. I think they did a really good job, and good job for them. And I am excited about some Last of Us. I know you guys have probably heard me go on a rant. No, wait a minute, that's Dead Space. My bad. The Last of Us is another post-apocalyptic world, and you are just this random guy, and he meets up with this girl, and they team up, and wham bam, they're stuck together, and they have to survive this horrible apocalyptic world together, and get out of the city together. And it's like the Sony and Naughty Dog hasn't released very much about why they're together or anything like that. But I have a feeling if it's anything like any of the other Naughty Dog games, it's going to be awesome. I have high hopes for The Last of Us. And there's a couple other games coming out, but right now they don't really stick out in my head as something I want to play. So in time, we'll see what happens. Assassin's Creed 3, excuse me, I take that back. I actually, for the first time, want to play an Assassin's Creed. And that's because of George Washington. Yeah! Let's chop down a cherry tree! That's going to be awesome, by the way. And the new Assassin's Creed just looks fantastic. And another thing that they did, I should have mentioned this while I was talking about Nintendo, but the Wii U is also going to have Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, which, honestly, it looks cool, okay? It looks really cool, It's like, alright, let's put some Batman on the Wii. Let's give you complete control with that huge cougar control that we have out there. And let's do this. So, I'm really looking forward to the Wii U. I'm looking for a lot of what Sony has to put out. And if Microsoft can ever get their heads out of their asses, they will put on a really great game here soon. But, as usual, I'm always looking for Dead Space 3. So, this is EBC. I'm out. Sorry about the black screen.